What's up, good people? What's up, good people? Hey, thank you guys for joining me live for another Tuesday talk, where we just come on here just to share some principles, share some things that will encourage you, that will help you grow in your life, in your spiritual life, just something to help you, encourage you, to inspire you, just to help get you through the week. Just something to move you forward. So generally, these Tuesday talks are only supposed to be around 15 minutes long, between 10 to 15 minutes. It's not supposed to be lengthy. It's just enough just to give you some boost, just to give you some inspiration, give you something that you can chew on throughout the week that will help encourage you, to help you to grow. It's something that the Lord has laid on my heart, something I'm doing here. He's also given me some more vision to how I can evolve this a little bit. But so if you're joining or if you're watching the replay, tonight we're going to talk about stewarding it well. Stewarding it well. And so it's a concept that's been on my heart, something that I've been mulling over a little bit. And so if you're in here, come in here, say hi, say something as you come in. It's just good social media etiquette. Just come on in, join me for like I said, about 10 minutes, guys. We're going to share some things that the Lord's laid on my heart. It's just about stewarding it well, stewarding it well. And so basically, I'll jump right in. The concept of the stewarding well is really just about something I was reading about the parable of the talents. Many of you guys have seen it. Hey, someone's on live. Hello, Michelle Gostomski. How are you? How you doing? How you doing? I'm so glad you guys are coming in and saying hello. So great. Just talking about stewarding it well. And so just for a couple minutes, just to share a few thoughts around that. And so one of the reasons why is that I've seen a lot of people lose opportunities. I've seen a lot of people lose things simply because we did not steward it well. And so one of the major principle of it is that when we steward things well, it gives us access to more. But when we do not steward things well, we have an opportunity to now then lose it, right? It's like anything else that we have. If we take care of our bodies, if we steward our bodies well, then our bodies will work for us, right? If we steward our minds well, then our minds will work for us. If we steward or if we manage well, if we take care of our spirit man, when it's connected to the Holy Spirit, it will guide us in the right direction. And so when you steward something well, it gives you access to more. And so let's dive into this as a quick little story. It's a parable, right? So the parable is typically found in Matthew, I think it's the 25th chapter. There's a parable of the talents. You guys are probably well familiar with it. You heard about the story. There was a man that went on the journey, and on that journey, he left a measure of his wealth, right, with 3 servants. One he left with 5, one he left with 2, and one he left with 1. And so the one with the 5, the one with 2, what they did was with their talent, with the thing that the journeyman that he left out. Now we kind of synonymous, the journeyman is synonymous to God leaving out and leaving the earth and then coming back, right? And so. So when he leaves, but before he left you with something, right? That's key. Before he leaves, he left you with something. And so when he left the service with the gift that he left him with, he said that when I come back, I don't just want back what I gave you. I want back more with what I gave you. And so what they did is that they traded the gift or the talents that they had, right? So each one, the one with the 5, the one with the 2, they traded or they engaged with the talents. So the one with 5 ended up with 10. The one with 2 ended up with 4. But and then the master's response was, man, he said, well done, my good and faithful servant. Wow, you have managed this so well. Oh, he says, enter into the joy of the Lord. Why? Because you have done well with what I have gave you. You have done well with what I have gave you. You have done so well with what I gave you. He says, you are profitable. You are a great servant. And then there was a third one, right? There was the one with the 1 talent. And the 1 talent, what he did with his was he dug his talent and he buried his talent. But there's 2 trains of thoughts around this. That the first thought was that I was reading, I was just kind of looking it up, and he said that the one thought was that the reason why he didn't do nothing with the talent was simply because his thought was, potentially, why would I benefit off of something that somebody else gave me? It's quite interesting. The second thought was, Why didn't you do something with the thing that he gave you? And so the response of it was that he eventually began to do something. Actually, the response was he did not actually do it. He actually hid his talent. He dug it. He put it away and didn't do anything with his talent. Here's the thing. His thoughts were the reason why he did. He says, because I knew that you were a hard man. I knew that you were a hard man. I knew that you wouldn't take this. So because he didn't take, because of his view, his perspective of this man was the reason why the choice that he made. So here's the principle that I pulled from that was our views, the way we see things, is determining our choices that we're making. How we view money, how we view God, how we view marriage, how we view education, how we view family, how we view work, how we view anything. How we view it is how we handle it. How we view it is how we handle it. If you view marriage in like a, it is what it is, a casual way, then you'll handle it in a casual way. But if you view it as a valuable, as a place of honor, then you will handle it with value or with honor. And so it's how you view it. It's how you view it. It's how you handle it. It's how you view it. It's how you handle it. So the third guy that was holding the talents, it was how he viewed it. That's why he handled it. So then I had to ask the question is, why did he view it the way that he did? Why did he view it the way that he did? He viewed it the way he did simply because, like how we all view things. How and why do you view the things that you view it? Why do you view money the way you view money? Why do you view God the way you view God? It's only based upon what you've been exposed to. It's only been what you've been exposed to. So your level of knowledge or your level of access or your level of understanding is only based off your level of exposure. So I'm so curious because the man with the 5 talents, the man with the 2nd talents, they found the model that worked for them. Somehow, some way, the third person with the 1 talent, which he's only given 1 for whatever reason, he didn't follow the model. He didn't follow the model. So, but it was his view. He said, I knew that you were a hard man. So the end result was, he says, that the journeyman said that you were a wicked, you were a slothful, you were unprofitable servant. Unprofitable servant. So the interesting thing about this was, as he was going through all 3, I kept looking at it, I was thinking about this, I said, man, this is crazy. But it was interesting because the journeyman, he said that he was gone for a long time. So here's the thing that I pulled from it, guys, just to encourage you, is that, hey, steward it well, because how you are viewing things is how you're going to handle things. But the second thing is that whatever God is calling you to, whatever God is pulling you to, whatever God is leading you to, he's already gave it to you. He would never expect something from you that he did not already equip you with. So the reality of it is that God was not coming back looking for something that he did not already give them in the first place. He had already gave them the seed. He had already gave them the thing that they needed to be able to engage, to increase. So the thing that you need to increase, he already gave you. The thing that you're looking for, that you're looking for in other people, it's actually, he already gave it to you. It's actually in him. So as you are pursuing him and as you are pressing into him, you're going to find out, wow, God, the very thing that I've been looking for, the very thing that I've been seeking for, the answers and the clarity that I've been trying to find is, oh, it's actually in you. Oh, it's actually here. You actually left that for me. You actually left it in me. So the second part of it is that whatever you're asking God for, he already gave it to you for you to work. The very thing that's going to open up financial doors for you, he already gave you the ideas. The thing that he's already you're trying to find a new job or you're trying to find this, he's already connected you with the people around you. You have to open your eyes. It's your view. It's your view. It's your view. You handle people a certain way because you view people a certain way. And so if you view people differently, you'll handle people differently. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I was challenged on was how do you view things? What is your view on things? We're in a very big political season, and everybody's got a view. Everybody's got a view. Why? But their view is based off what they were exposed to. Their view, watch, everybody's view is based upon what they were exposed to. If you're not exposed to inner city, if you're not exposed to the country, if you're not exposed to this or that, then you will have a very limited or distorted view. You're only basing your view based on what you see on social media. You're only basing your view based off what you're seeing from CNN or Fox or whatever the case may be. So your view, how you are viewing, I'm telling you, you have to protect your eye gates, because how you are viewing things is how you will handle things. I'm gonna say that about 15, 20 times. How you view things is how you handle things. And so, and the great thing about it was too, is that even with the parable of the talent, it wasn't an insignificant thing. God was still looking for the same thing that he was looking for in the one, he was looking for in the two, and the one that he gave the 5 talents to. So if you will handle the small things, if you will handle the things you think that is insignificant, it's actually going to give you access to increase. And so the very thing that God gives promotion to is faithful over few. It's the faithful over few. If you could be faithful over the small things, if you could be faithful over the few, then he will make you rule over many. If you could be faithful over the small things, what are those small insignificant things that you have on a day-to-day basis that you don't think that's important? But it is important. The fact that you go to work every day, the fact that you show up every day, the fact that you go here or you go there every day, the fact that you are taking care of your kids, or you're going to work, or are you doing something in the community, or you're volunteering, and you may think that it's a small thing. You may think that it's an insignificant thing, but it's not. I'm telling you, it's something when you do the insignificant things in your mind, it's actually a big thing too. And I think that's the thing that God watches is, can you be faithful over the small things? A lot of people want these big, grand, big dreams and all that, and that's wonderful. But you don't really get there by chasing after the big. You do it by the small routine, the small disciplines that you have. But that comes once again from your view, because how you view things is how you will handle things. How you view things is how you handle things. Let me get me some coffee. I had a late night, guys. Late night. How you view things is how you handle things. If you're watching me, guys, come on, look. Get some coffee. Get some coffee. Drink some coffee with me. Lay back. Just sit and get encouraged tonight. Just get encouraged tonight. You can take your shoes off. It's about 8:30. Take your shoes off. Relax. And just relax. Get encouraged tonight, guys. But I'm telling you, how you handle the small things, guys, is how you handle the small things will actually give you access to more. So whatever the thing that you're praying for, whatever the thing that you're asking God for, whatever the thing that you want increase in, whatever that you're looking for to grow in, make sure you do the small thing. You can't skip the steps, guys. There's a process to this thing. You can't skip the process. It takes 25 years to be 25 years old. You ever see those young people who just want to grow up so fast? I would tell them, slow down. You're going to get there over time, but it's a process. Everybody wants to skip the process, but the main thing is to check this out, guys. Is to steward it well. Here's the thing. God has given you something. He's giving you something. I keep talking about this. I think a couple weeks ago I was talking about unwrapping your gift. But God has given you something. And when he gives it to you, make sure you store it well. Maybe he's giving you a husband. Maybe he's giving you a wife. Some people don't have a husband. Some people don't have a wife. So maybe he's giving you children. Make sure you stored your children well. Maybe he's giving you a job. Unemployment's out the wazoo. Some people don't have jobs, y'all. Some people don't have jobs. We take so many things for granted. I mean, as if it comes, it's common to us, but it's not necessarily common to everybody else. So it gives us a grateful heart when we're able to think of these things that wow, I have these things. Whether it's family, I'm not talking about tangible things. I'm not talking about money or houses or cars. I'm talking about you have your health, you have your family, you have your friends, you have your church, you have your community, you have all these wonderful things that are around you. And what I'm asking you, what I'm challenging you tonight is steward it well. That word steward just means to handle it well, to engage with it, to do right by it. I'm telling you, because when you do right by it, God says, I can give him more of that. Why? Because he can handle that. It's just like this. Why would somebody give you $1 million if you can't handle 1,000? Why would somebody give you $100,000 if you can't handle $100? It's one of those type of things that when you can handle the small, it gives you access to more. And so as you are handling the things that God has given you, you're going to find out that you're going to have access to more. And so one of one of our prayers is, as you may be watching this, is that we want to see God do amazing and great things. But it doesn't mean that He's not already doing wonderful and great things. He's doing it every single day. But sometimes we go outside and we just we don't necessarily pay much attention to the things that are around us. We overlook the sky. We overlook just the beauty in the earth. We overlook it because we take it for granted. But what I'm saying is, guys, is that don't just go through life. Don't just go through life not realizing the things that He's given you. Do not go through life not realizing all the benefits, all the joy, all of the memories, everything that He has for you. Don't take it for granted. I'm telling you, don't take it for granted. Steward it well. Steward it well. Whatever He's giving you. You might be saying, well, He's only giving me one thing. And He only gave me one thing. Steward it well. Steward it well. Because there will be a day when He will come back and ask you, what did you do with what I gave you? What did you do with what I gave you? What did you do with what I gave you? And I'm telling you, I don't want to be like the one with the 5 or the one with the 2. I want to have the right view, the right perspective of God. And that comes from reading His Word, being in prayer, not being inundated with the news. Sometimes you have to filter it out because in order for the seed to sit right into the soil, this soil right here, this mind, y'all. And if you're here listening to this, I know that if you're watching this, that you have gone through some things. You have gone through some things. They have not always been great. There's some things that have been traumatic to you. Some things have been detrimental to you. Some things have clouded the soil in your mind. So even as you listen to me now, you're sitting here like, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to sit in. But you have to keep dropping the seeds and the word of the Lord into your mind. I'm telling you, you have to keep washing out the mind, because the seed can only grow in the richness of the soil, and the richness of the soil, and the soil is your mind, y'all. It's your mind. So you're not going to be able to store anything well if your mind is not clear. If your mind is not clear. And so I'm just praying for you for mental clarity, that God would just continue to just give you peace over your mind tonight. I'm praying that for your week, that whatever God has given you and whatever situation that you're going through, that you will be able to steward it well. I don't care if it's a bad situation. Steward the bad situation well. I don't know about the person who's driving your last nerve, the person at work, or your family member, or whatever the case may be. Steward it well. Steward it well. Steward every situation well. Steward every trial well. Steward every blessing well. God's watching to see how you react when He gives you something, to see if you're going to move away from Him or not. It's all steward it well, y'all. Steward it well. And that's really what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight, guys. It's just about stewarding it well, guys. Stewarding it well. Who do we have on here tonight, man? Who is on here? I see some people on there saying hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys for joining me. I just really wanted to come on here. Look, guys, I'm going to be coming on Tuesday nights, not every Tuesday, but probably like every other Tuesday night, just sharing some inspirational things, sharing some things that will hopefully encourage you guys. I'm going to be bringing on some people here, so I'm telling you, you want to tune in, tell somebody, tag a friend, do whatever you have to do, but just come and get inspired. Just by the word of the Lord. Hopefully I share something that's able to encourage you. But one of the biggest things is just to make sure you steward whatever He gives you. Steward it, and steward it well, guys. Steward it well. I want to say hello. Zobita is on here. Christy, hello, Christy. I want to say hello to you guys. Who else is on here? Who else is on here? I can't really tell who's on here watching. But if you're watching, if you say hello, I'll say what's up back to you. But it's so good to see you guys. I miss you guys as well. The quarantine has got us, isolated, guys, but for good reason, And I'm praying that this will eventually be behind us, guys. And I believe that we have brighter days ahead of us, guys. We have brighter days ahead of us. This is not the end. This is not the end, guys. This is not the end. I know we keep feeling like it. We acting like this is the end. This is not the end. This is a detour. This is actually a call in of introspection, but this is not the end. I'm telling you, there is so much more that's going to happen beyond this. I'm telling you. Hi, Kia, how you doing? How are you, Miss Kia? So yeah, I mean, it's just, there's so much more, guys. There's so much more, guys, that beyond this. I know there's a lot going on in our world right now. And I'm not saying ignore it. Please don't ignore it. Please, pay attention to the signs and the seasons and the times and all the things. I'm all into that. But what I'm saying is that, guys, we will get beyond this. We will go further in this, guys. I'm telling you, there is more coming. There is so much more. Don't get bogged down too heavy in the details and hanging into the left and hanging into the right. I'm telling you, keep your eyes focused on God. Keep your eyes focused on the things that he's calling you to. Keep your eyes and your ears open to what he's asking you, what he's drawing you to. I'm telling you, if you can just get to the other side, guys, I'm telling you, there's more to this. Keep yourselves protected, keep yourself safe, and just understand, guys, that there's so much more for you. Who's on there? Miss Annette, hi, hello. Thank y'all for tuning in. Tay, thank you for tuning in. Aunt Marva, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'm just only letting you know that there's greater. There's more for you. There's so much more for you. And I'm telling you that the access to more is how you steward the small. The access to more is how you handle the small. So I'm telling you, in this season in which we're isolated, in this season in which there's fear is heightened up, in this season when things are just are spinning out of control, we have social injustice things, we have things happening all across the world. All I'm telling you is this: whatever he's giving you, don't you dare lose focus of it. Stay focused on what he has given you. Stay focused. I know it's hard, guys, because there's so many voices. There are so many things that are trying to pull our attention. But you know what they say? Distractions move you from destiny. Distractions are designed to move you away from destiny. So what I'm asking you to do, guys, is just stay focused, guys. Stay focused. Use your energies. If you're going to fight in social justice, or you're going to fight for anything that you're trying to fight for, I'm telling you, whatever you're going to do, stay focused, guys. Stay focused. I'm telling you, because we're going to get on the other side of this. We're going to get on the other side of this, and it's how you steward it this season is going to determine how you're going to look on the other end. I'm telling you, I'm telling you guys, it's really about the word steward. But how you steward this season is how you're going to look on the other end. I'm telling you, if you outside right now walking 3, 4, 5 miles a day, you just out here grinding in secret, and you out, and I'm telling you, by next spring, someone's like, oh, what you been doing? What you been doing? Oh, and you know what? You're not even going to have to say nothing. People will say what you've been doing in secret. Why? Because what you have been doing in secret, you can't hide it in public, right? If you're grinding in secret, in this season, if you're stewarding it well, I'm telling you, when the time comes and the next season comes, they're not gonna be able to recognize you. I'm telling you. So focus in on this season. Stay focused on the thing, the task, the assignment that God has given you. I'm telling you, steward it well, and you will see fruit in your future. I'm telling you, there's so much fruit in your future. There is so much. Where you're at right now is not your end. Where you're at right now, there's so much greater for you. But what I'm telling you to is focus on the very thing. Ask God. You might say, I don't even know what that thing is. I don't even know what it is. I have no clue what it is. I dare you. Ask God what it is. What am I supposed to do? What have he called me to do? Because what I'm doing right now, I'm not feeling it. This ain't it. But I guarantee you, he's preparing you. He works all things together for the good for those who love him. I'm telling you, he's working it all together. You may not feel like it's working. You might feel like it hurts, but it's working together for your good. It's working together for your good. I'm telling you, handle the small things, guys. Stay faithful in the small things, guys. Stay faithful and serve the small things. I'm telling you, if you can just stay focused on the assignment that God has given you, whatever it is that he's speaking to you, whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing, stay focused on it, guys. There is much fruit in your future. Your future is looking way better than your present. I guarantee you. This chapter is not the end of the book. There's so much more that God has for you. I'm telling you, He is a life changer. He sets anything that's crooked straight. I mean, He is able to open up anything if you just follow Him. I'm telling you, just amazing things, God, that I'm seeing God do. Even in this season where it seems like chaos is in the world, there's still so much peace and joy in the kingdom of God. It's just a wonderful and crazy, amazing thing, guys. I just want to share that with you. I just want to encourage you tonight. I'm probably a little over my time, but listen, catch me on a Tuesday night. It ain't going to be just me. I'm going to bring us some other voices from a little bit everywhere, guys. So kind of hang with me a little bit on this little Tuesday night journey just to get encouraged, guys. All right, y'all take care. I'm heading off. Guys. So you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you guys on a Tuesday here and there, or I might catch you on the streets. All right, guys, nothing but love, y'all. You guys take care. Have a wonderful night. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay well, guys. All right, guys, have a good night. Have a good night, guys. God bless you. God bless you guys. Have a good night. I'm heading out.